Not so long ago, and actually there was a person who was quite a linguistic person who learned approximately 17 languages, who could speak fluently all of those languages, and he was giving a certain advice to his viewers, and I was also one of his viewers back then, active viewers by the way, because after following his few steps and few tips and tips that he given to us on that video, I really learned Spanish, and currently after following this small tips and just one tips, I am into Japanese language a lot. So he was telling that if you want to improve, in any language, if you want to improve your Japanese, Spanish, Italian, the first thing that you need to do, you need to focus on vocabulary. And that's what I am going to tell you. These words are not spoken by some, rookies. These words are not spoken by some people who have not achieved anything in their life. This word has spoken, and these things are said by those people and that person who learned so many languages in his whole life journey. So if you are an English learner, then it's so important for you to improve your vocabulary, because from my journey I can assure you, if you focus on your vocabulary, then your English journey will become so easy. When I started my English journey from being a basic learner to an advanced speaker, I knew that I would have to focus on my vocabulary rather than my grammar. This is the same strategy I use in Japanese learning and Spanish language though. Points I'm gonna mention here, try to focus on that point, and that's how you are gonna improve your vocab. So the number one point that I want to give here, which is like reading. Reading is a pivotal part of a learning English. Whether you are reading a book, novel, or newspaper, you should try to focus on the words which are used by the author or columnist. For example, if you are reading a book, then you see you don't understand the word palliate. Palliate. So indeed, you will not understand if you are a basic English learner. So you have to do very small things. Try to focus on that work, mark it, and if you are quite studious, who loves making notes, then keep it on your diary. Something when you are trying to read a newspaper, which I could recommend you to read, because reading a newspaper can help you to bolster your vocabulary faster than any other methods of reading. Reading newspaper is one of the great ways to enhance your or enrich your vocabulary, and just because when you open a newspaper, whether you are opening on on the mobile phone, or you're opening somewhere else, or you are just reading offline news, you would find there are sectors in the newspaper. The first one, politics, after that climate change, sports, or many a genre you would find out there. So this genre would not only help you to enhance and enrich your knowledge in international relations, this will also help you to garner a lot of vocabularies related to so many certain topics. So example, if you would read today some five points or five bulletins or politics, that means you're gonna garner some vocabularies related to the the politics, and that's how this thing's gonna keep on. So whenever you are just trying to learning new words, I would suggest you to go with the newspaper. News like sports and so many things you can find out there. Second method, what we call is tree method. Whenever you have a new word but don't know the meaning, there must be a basic meaning you might have heard. So in this case, you need to use this tree method, which is ancient and approved by many agile brain aficionados. For example, the book Unlimited Memory by Kevin Hosley mentioned this method on his book. To be honest, guys, I always try this method. That's how I have completed 30k English words and become certified English speaker. The method is, in a nutshell, I would try to tell you. When you get a word, example, sad, tries to connect this word with its synonyms: sad, sorrow, crestfallen, woebegone, whatnot. So connect this word and you won't ever forget. Connecting words in a tree method is one of the great way to remember the word ceaseless. So the thing you need to do, which is you need to get a few pen. You can get a blue, black pen, or different kind of pen. So when you write on your notebook SAD sad, then try to mark it, means circle it, and connect it with different kind of words around it. Like example, woebegone, crestfallen, with its synonyms. That's how you're never gonna forget these words in the rest of your life. That is what we call tree method. Method is also quite popular. Image or story. Our brain learns and remembers things quickly through images. colors, or the form of a story. I would recommend you to remember it by stories. For example, a word palliate. So you remember I mentioned this word in the first point. So connect this word with your real life story. You can use your friends, family, or girlfriend. What does it mean? Like by palliate. What is the meaning of palliate? Meaning is try to like reduce the pain or try to stop something temporarily. Example, your GF is Molly, okay, and your GF Molly. So try to remember these examples. Just like putting a Molly into a story. Like example, the doctor gave medication palliate her chest pain. The doctor gave medication to palliate her chest pain. Palliate meant try to cure something temporarily but not in long run. Example, if you have got headache, you go to medical and say I need a medicine for headache. You did not go to a surgeon, so they will give you a medication which will help you to reduce the pain temporarily but not in long run. This is what we call. Point is a very important. This is what we call the golden tips. Practice, practice, practice. This is the golden tips from my side. That is practice, practice, and practice. So there is a scientific method to practice. According to scientists, you have to follow a pattern to remember a word or anything in your life. So example, if you read a word today, outre, so you must practice this word in a like in few day gaps. Like if you have read this word today, then tomorrow 3 days, 7 days, 14 days, 21, 1 month, after 3 months, 6 months, and go on. That's how you're gonna do that. So once you have started, no way to look back. Just keep moving is the best way to do that. Remember one thing, you are my viewers who have clicked on this video because you want to improve and change yourself. However, I will help you every time to gain knowledge and confidence through my YouTube channel. You just need to practice and follow the rules which I have mentioned, because I am Sahil Ansari, who came from a small village where something like English has seen as like the biggest myth and challenge for a Hindi medium student, but decided to challenge their ideology and gonna like make my country name so proud. This is me, Sahil, the public speaker. I believe impossible is nothing. For more informative videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Till next time, see ya, take care.